A strange scuba diving accident left this young mother a widow with 2 young children.
The reason why we're all here is because we've all struggled with some very profound loss.
Now she's using what she learned to help save others. Or some people just never really recover from losing a loved one.
But for one local mom coping with the death of her husband, it put her on a life-changing journey.
We lived in San Diego, California.
Judith Burdick and her husband Mark were your typical young family with 2 children. Andrew was 7, his sister Laura was 4. The family had a lot to look forward to.
My husband was 35, I was 31.
One Sunday afternoon, Mark went scuba diving with a neighbor. When he was late getting home, Judith got a bad feeling.
I just got a sinking sensation that something was really wrong.
Her gut instinct was right. Mark had gotten into an accident while diving. He suffered brain damage.
My whole world stopped right there. And that's when I knew, it wasn't good.
Judith's husband died 4 days later in the hospital.
You never really get over a loss, but you can learn to live with it. And you can learn to live with it in a really healthy way, or you can just survive. So there are choices and there are degrees of healthy.
Left alone to pick up the pieces, Judith started walking, and it worked.
I walked myself through my grief journey. I walked every day, rain or shine. And that was really important.
Judith moved back to Michigan to be with family and went back to school to study psychotherapy. She now specializes in grief and loss.
And it was really important to me to begin to help other young widows and widowers because there was really not a whole lot of help in the early 90s for people going through what I was going through.
Unlike most traditional therapy, Judith is now helping patients here.
Push that jab!
In a kickboxing gym, where half the session is spent hitting a punching bag.
Good work!
And the other half in a group therapy.
I stayed strong, I never cried. Boxing is so therapeutic, and it's helped me through a lot of dark times.
Jessica Jacobs is a preschool teacher who lost her mom to cancer. After her mom died, Jessica started kickboxing. A
lot of anger, I was really emotional, and I didn't know how to handle it. And sometimes you just want to hit something, and it made me think of boxing.
The idea of using physical activity with psychotherapy is really an amazing pairing of something that will move the energy through the body to open up space for emotion to flow and for clarity to come.
And it's the best feeling ever, and it really helped me deal with my anger.
And I use, a lot of the wisdom and all the great things that I learned, in helping others, and because I've walked this journey, people believe me when I tell them this is effective, or you're gonna be better.
Judith believes walking every day saved her life after her husband died.
I think I would have felt dead, physically dead. It was the one thing that enlivened me in the midst of my pain. I was in tremendous pain, but I felt more alive because I had that movement piece going on in my lifestyle.
At first, Jessica wasn't sure about opening up during the group therapy sessions, but she knows it's working.
Talking in front of people has not been easy for me, as well as getting to know one person and just you tell your whole life story. So I'm still a little bit unsure, but I feel safe in the group that I'm in. She's amazing talking with people, and so I know that this is all for such a positive purpose. People have gone through different coping mechanisms before group therapy, so we're all kind of trying this together.
Now, when she's not teaching preschool, she's teaching a kickboxing class, hoping to help others as much as Judith has helped her.
There's some release after you've boxed and you put all your strength into hitting this bag. It feels good in your body. I felt like I could take a deep breath. I felt like I could breathe, even if it was for a half hour after. I felt good, and that I didn't have to carry around that anger, even if it was for the rest of the day.